Hi guys. I know it's been a couple of months actually. I meant to update sooner, but things have been just hectic and I'm going to talk about going to the doctor. I'm not really sure if it's just me, but I feel like I can just sense when people are just really uncomfortable, because I feel like it's hard for me to communicate with those kinds of people, and if they look or seem like they're uncomfortable, it makes me uncomfortable, and it makes me so anxious, and I don't want to look them in the eye. I don't know how to explain myself, and I just constantly say I don't know when they ask me questions and stuff like that. And that's how my last doctor was. If you watch one of my other videos, I talked a little bit about my other doctor, about how she laughed at me. Yeah, that's the same doctor. Back in February, I went for an appointment. I was just feeling not well. Instead of her analyzing me on my physical wellness, she started analyzing me mentally based on how I could answer her questions or how I reacted to certain things. She always seems so uncomfortable around me. Every time I see her, she points out my mental problems. To me, I'm making a lot of progress, and I feel like it doesn't matter what kind of progress I'm making, because someone always brings up the fact that I'm not talking enough, or I'm not making enough eye contact, or I'm not saying enough, or I'm just like seeming a certain way that's not normal. And this time I got really defensive, because I was like, okay, well, what is it about me that doesn't seem normal? Because to me, I thought I was making a lot of progress. Of course I would think that, because I used to not talk to my doctors at all. I used to not talk to my teachers at all, my peers, anybody. I just didn't talk to them. I thought that I was making a lot of progress, but other people don't see that like I see it, and it just makes me feel bad when my doctor's like, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. For a long time, I would just not want to go to the doctor because of that doctor being rude to me. I like having people go back to the doctor's room with me, because being the anxious person that I am, I'm going to get nervous a lot. When I get really anxious, sometimes things that were in the front part of my mind where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to remember this, they just slip to the back of my mind, and I start worrying about other things, and these things don't come up. So I like to have my mom there to make sure that I state everything. But basically, she called me out on it, like normal people my age have jobs, they're in school, they don't have to have their parents come back for them, and they don't have to have their parents talk for them, and they answer questions correctly, and all these negative things she was pointing out about me is just not nice. After that last visit with that doctor, I just was not having any more of her. So I just said, whatever. I just really need a doctor that will understand my problems and accept them instead of just throwing them back at my face. I know what my problems are. I've lived with them for almost 19 years now. I think I pretty much got the gist of it. So when she's kind of just throwing everything at me all at once, it kind of makes me feel like really bad. And the new doctor, there's a total difference. Like, I could look her in the eye, and I can actually say things that I want to say, and it wouldn't be like completely weird like my last doctor. So that's what happened with the doctor situation. I don't like going into doctors on my own. One time I had to. I was just sitting in the waiting room, and there were all these people around me. I was so anxious. Like, I could just feel people's eyes on me. and that was not fun. If you guys want to talk to me, just leave a message in my little YouTube inbox thingy, my bobber, and I will talk to you. I will message you, and we can chat and stuff. That's nice because I find internet talking is a lot easier than real life talking. I'm sure a lot of you feel that way. By the way, I'm gonna make another video soon, so be on the lookout for that. And make sure you comment and yeah, tell me what you guys think about the video and how you guys feel about going to the doctor. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.